Good morning and welcome back to my channel, High Tunnel and Field Tomato Production. Today is April the 17th. I want to give you an update this morning. Didn't get to show you any of this last year. I don't remember, I don't have my records in front of me, I don't remember my planting dates last year, but yesterday I put some tomatoes in the high tunnel. And last night it got down to at least 43 degrees. And I'm down here in the middle of a valley on a creek, so it could have got 40 degrees down here without much trouble. I don't really like tomatoes in a high tunnel to be below 50 degrees, so I have a system that works for me. I know a lot of you probably know about this, and it's called row covers or frost blankets. And these are real popular with strawberries. Early in the season, usually late December, early January, all the way into sometime in February, they will put these frost blankets, and there's different weights of them, depending on what part of the country you live in. Anywhere from ½ ounce per yard, 3/4, 1 ounce, maybe 1 1/4, 1 1/2. I have some that I use in here, which I believe are 1 1/4, and so if I double it, they're 10 foot wide. If I double it, I get even more protection. So let me just kind of show you what they are real quick. Now you can see over here on the left that I have uncovered one. And let me see if I can, I don't know yet how this will show up, but you can see some metal hoops that I have, and that is what supports them, okay? Now here's how it works for me. You've got these metal hoops, you buy them commercially. You put them every 5 foot. My tomatoes are on 2 foot center, so every 2.5 tomato plants I've got a hoop. And this is what supports the frost blanket, or I like to call them row covers. And in my tunnel, let's say it's 40 degrees outside. The tunnel itself is probably going to give you at least 5 degrees. That gets you to 45. You put one of these 1 ounce, 1 1/4 ounce frost blankets, you get another 5 degrees. So all of a sudden you're up to 50 degrees. That is usually when I will put a frost blanket or row cover on my tomato plants. If I think the nights are going to get 50 or below, I will use a row cover. If it's above that, I don't worry about it. I'm going to have, tonight, which is the 17th, tomorrow the 18th, and we're going to be really close to freezing down here where I'm at. And I wanted early tomatoes this year. And no, the low temperatures, you know, if it's 50 degrees, 45 inside the tunnel, I mean, I can have 25 degrees outside and put the row covers on and I'll still be okay, I'll survive. In South Arkansas, Bradley County, they usually plant the 1st of April. All they care about is staying above freezing. If it's 33 degrees, and now these are field tomatoes, these are not in tunnel, these are field, they have no protection whatsoever at all, because they're planting 5, 10, 15, 20 acres apiece. If those, if the temperatures get below, you know, anywhere around 30, they're done for. They're going to freeze. But if they're 33 and above, they're okay, and they will still have a tomato crop on time every year. They're the first people in Arkansas that I know of with field production tomatoes. Now, they're not growing a great tomato. The ones they grow are picked early. They call those breakers, and they ship them, and pretty much don't have a whole lot of flavor, but they are tomatoes. You'll see them, different states have them, but for me, this system here works really good. If I've got 72-day tomatoes, let's see, we'll have April 15th, May 15th, June 15th. By the 1st of July, I will have ripe tomatoes. And I think, you know, several days before that, because my tomatoes are in 4-inch pots. They got a little taller this year than I wanted to when I set them out. I need mine out within 40 days. I've gone a little bit beyond that. I don't have the exact date in front of me when I planted, but just because I'm remodeling my house because we've had some weather conditions and things that just prevented me from getting these out as early as I wanted to. Inside the tunnel here, of course, you have to have irrigation, and I use what's called mini wobbles. The mini wobblers are just like rainfall, and I'll put them on a piece of 1-inch PVC. I can run 7 or 8 of those on 10-foot centers, and I can irrigate all this. But if you get it too wet, you can't row it up. And so I had a real hard time with timing this year, getting my ground the right moisture. It was a little drier when I planted than I wanted, so I'm having to come back and do some things that I'm just making a little bit more difficult. But I will be putting out a few more tomatoes later today in my other tunnel. Now this is tunnel number 4, and it's completely planted, ready to go. I'm going to give them a little bit of some water-soluble fertilizer in a little while, and then I'll start on the other tunnel. But because of the temperatures the next few days, I'm not sure that I'll plant that whole tunnel. I may want to wait just a little while because I've got to install the row covers. Now here in a week or so, if the temperatures look good, I'll take the row covers up, roll them up, store them to next year, and that'll be just fine and dandy. It's a little bit of a trouble, but for me it's worth it this year. I want an earlier tomato. So I hope all this is some help to some of y'all that are interested in high tunnels. I still think it's one of the most wonderful system there is. I will be spraying today or tomorrow for some anthracnose, and I cannot think of the fungicide right this moment, but I will come back later when I may even do a video on it or something. But just want to give you a quick update. Hope y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. God bless.